Jack's Amazon Club Mentorship full review. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jamie. I have this channel I've been running now for a few weeks, few months. I'm looking to take £100 and turn it into £100,000. Go into my bio and you'll see all the other information that you can about how I'm doing that. 12 weeks ago, I started on a mentorship course run by Jack Dodd, who many of you probably already know. Jack runs a successful mentorship course and I decided to join it. Now, first of all, why did I decide to join it? I'm already on the £100 to £100,000 challenge, which is essentially to put 30% net profit on my Amazon earnings each month and compound that over the 2.5 year period it will take. Well, I decided to do Jack's Amazon Club because I like what Jack's about. He doesn't pull any punches, he's a really outspoken character. He's a bit chalk and cheese, not everybody likes him, and that's fair enough, but I think he doesn't mess around and just says it how it is. He's obviously very successful and he's a very young man, and I was interested to understand more about how he'd become successful and see which bits of that I could emulate. What is his mentorship course? The mentorship course focuses absolutely on wholesale, and that's really important to point out. The £100 to £100,000 challenge is really more about arbitrage, whether it's online, wholesale, doesn't really matter, even Amazon to Amazon. It's mainly about arbitrage, buying things and selling them on. Now, wholesale is more about a subscription model. You're going to buy in bulk, the same things over and over again. You're going to find an opportunity in the market, find where people aren't really doing that very well, and we're going to try and sell that product on a recurring basis. Yes, it can be part of the £100 to £100,000 challenge, but it probably isn't directly correlated to it. First of all, what were the good parts about the course? Well, Jack's really motivational. He's very well organised. The whole course is organised well. There's a Telegram group, as I've mentioned in the past. There's a number of different members of Jack's team who are there to support all the time, as is Jack. He offers a clear method as to how to do your Amazon stuff. And it's a great way to meet a lot of like-minded people. So I think there's about 30 or so people in my mentorship group, all of whom are pretty motivated and are learning the same sort of things and experiencing similar things to me. Bad. There is an upfront cost, there's no escaping this. Jack charges for his time and for his team's time, and that's fair enough, and it's not insignificant, particularly if you're starting out. There are no recordings, so I found that this was a really frustrating one for me. I'm someone who likes to kind of listen, not take notes, just totally soak it up, and then go back and watch it again. Couldn't do that in this. There's also no notes. The really important parts are put as screenshots into the group, but again, if you're somebody who likes a handout or notes, then this course doesn't have that. And the final drawback is that it's at the same time each week, and if you can't make that time, and you can't be there, unless it's exceptional circumstances, which do happen now and again, then there is an expectation that you'll pay for a catch-up call. Now, I understand the reasons behind this, and I quite like them actually, in that Jack's perspective is if you're serious about this game, you're going to move everything else out of the way, you're going to clear your diary, you're going to make sure you're going to be there for the calls, you're going to listen, you're going to take part, you're going to participate, and you're going to take action. I really like that attitude, but I also know that real life gets in the way, and actually most people, particularly if they're a bit older, they've got family, then they haven't necessarily got the full freedom that you might have if you're 17, 18, 19 and just getting started. There are drawbacks. That'll be a deal breaker for maybe some people. For other people it won't be an issue at all, but I think it's really worth pointing those out. And then finally, the dependence. Your current knowledge level is going to be one of the most dependent things as to whether or not the Jack's Amazon Club mentorship scheme is going to be for you. I had what I would have assessed as probably sort of 6 months of Amazon knowledge, and I've been pretty heavily involved. So I spend most of my evenings after work, some weekends, really trying to understand, watching YouTube videos. I will be in Discord groups. I'm really trying to understand not just the basic premise of selling things, but all of the niches, all of the really complicated stuff, the Amazon algorithms, how everything works, and trying to make sure that I am the best seller that I can be. I already had 6 months of experience, and I would say out of the 8 sessions, there were probably 2 sessions of really high value for me, and I would say the other 6 were mostly recovering stuff that I already knew, either partly or entirely. I've already mentioned this one, but your style of learning, I think that's an important one. If you aren't the kind of person that likes to take notes and have all the information and only get it once, then again, that might be a downside for you. And then the final point really is the amount of seed money you've got to start Amazon selling with. Wholesale is by definition a model where you're buying in bulk, Some of the people that you will be buying from have minimum order quantities, MOQs, and they will ask you to order anything from 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, sometimes even more than that in bulk. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go with them, you can find other suppliers, but it is something to bear in mind. I would suggest if you haven't got at least £1,000 of money ready, totally set aside to buy wholesale products with, as well as the cost of the mentorship course, then I would suggest not starting on this mentorship just yet. I would suggest instead getting some more money together, really getting a decent pot of cash together, or going down the arbitrage route, learning, getting experience until such a time as you've got a larger pot of money. Overall, a really positive experience for me. I thought Jack and the team were really professional, really good people, clearly done it, clearly succeeded. What I will say for those of you out there who are looking for a silver bullet or looking for a magic hack and hoping that Jack and the team will provide you with a special sauce, a secret sauce.
You want secret sauce?
An ingredient, a magic instruction.
It's magic.
To suddenly take you from wherever you are at the moment to wherever you need to go to, this is not it. There's going to be an awful lot of hard work that you're going to have to do no matter what, but Jack does give a clear framework for how you can execute that. It's definitely not easy. If it's the broken lazy out there, I'd suggest if you're broke, don't go for it, and if you're lazy, definitely don't go for it. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but I think it probably will be worthwhile if you are ready to commit and you're not afraid of getting turned down by suppliers to start with, and you've got a decent amount of capital to get going with. Please feel free to DM me, but I have had quite a lot of people DM me, and I've basically given the same advice in my DMs that I've said on this video today, which is really it depends on your own personal circumstances as to when or whether or not it is right for you. I wish everybody on this journey success. There's plenty of money out there in Amazon still. I think everyone can be successful. I think you've just got to be determined to go at it. Good luck, and follow me for more.